So we have an alarming statistic for you, but something good that you can be a part of to counteract it. 1 out of every 175 pregnancies in the U.S. ends in stillbirth. So Megan Rosenstiel, chairwoman, and Colin Doherty, special events manager for Count the Kicks, they are bringing a great event to you to the forefront today, the Changemakers Luncheon. Thank you for being here today. Wonderful to have you. The work you do, so important, life-saving. I mean, you think of that statistic, I could not believe that. And you, your son is now 12 years old today because of this organization, in part.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
What is your experience when you're heavily involved now with Count the Kicks?
Yes.
Tell us your story.
So when I was very pregnant, probably 7-8 months along, I met Tiffany Yeaman, who's a founding member of Count the Kicks, and she just told me about what their mission was in her personal story. So I really took that into consideration and paid attention to my baby, what's going on there. And you know, there's so much support outside once you have the child.
Yeah.
But when they're in there, you just kind of assume they're safe and they're in their safe place. But William was not in a safe place, as many other babies aren't. So I noticed he wasn't moving. I went to the doctor. I told her he wasn't moving. She took all the steps that she needed to take. We went to the hospital and they said, your baby's in distress. We need to get him out. And so, you know, that was my first child. I didn't know anything. So yes, save my baby. And
that had to be traumatizing.
It was traumatizing, and it was a lot to take in as a first-time mom, not really knowing what's regular and what's not regular.
Right.
You know, I think that's one of the things that moms need to remember, and partners, is if the person carrying the baby says something's wrong, something doesn't feel right, to take that into consideration and remember, hey, it probably doesn't. It's much better to have the opportunity to make a change on the front side than when it's too late.
Your body's changing so much.
Yeah.
So especially if you're a first-time parent, I mean, how do you know? Well, you don't know what you don't know.
You don't know.
This luncheon is really exciting, though. People can come to it April 22nd. And the deadline to register is this Friday, so clear your calendar. And you're going to have a great speaker there, Lisa Even. I can't wait to hear her talk.
We are. Lisa's from Urbandale, but she's an international speaker, author, and joy connoisseur. She has a podcast called The Ripple Effect, and she'll be doing some book signing. But she's just going to talk to us about, you know, the 5 founders had quite a ripple effect on our organization, Count the Kicks. We've now saved over 50 babies here in Iowa, and we've saved babies all over the country and in six countries outside of the United States. We've lowered the stillbirth rate in Iowa by 32% since our inception 15 years ago, and this is the 10th annual luncheon, so all proceeds benefit our work that we do here in Iowa to save Iowa babies and keep Iowa moms healthy.
How can people get tickets?
They go to www.changemakersevent.live and register today. Do it before midnight Friday. We expect 1,100 people in the room. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. It starts at 11:30, ends promptly at 1. So have a little extended lunch hour and come and enjoy and save babies at the same time.
Yes, you know, this makes me think of what it's like to go through a stillbirth, and the feeling is to be alone, confused, heartbroken, and you are doing the opposite. You're creating community and support, education, and it's amazing to be a part of getting your message out. So thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see as many of you there as possible, but also get involved if you can in other ways. That goes beyond this luncheon. So thank you for starting our week with this amazing luncheon you're hosting.
And tell everyone you know who's pregnant or going to be pregnant or expecting to download the free app. Count the Kicks is we're in 20 languages now. It's free, there's no ads, and it's just a great tool and a fabulous way you can save your baby.
Solutions, right?
Solutions.
Thank you.